Hello, everyone. I know, another sad day. Jeez, another person died. This guy just died last night. Sad thing, only 50 years old, but I remember this guy well. Some of you know him as Dave Brocky. Most of you remember him as Odorous Arungus. That was the name he went by for Guar. Oh, God. Good old Guar. Yeah, that guy right there with the Redskins jersey. And look at him with his makeup on right there. Wow. Yeah, right there. Oh, I'm sorry. So, yeah, he passed away at the age of 50. Oh, my goodness. That's just much too young, folks. Much too young. So, Dave Brocky, rest in peace. Odorous Arungus, rest in peace. Guar, definitely a very unique band. Love them or hate them, they are truly one of a kind. I just realized that picture of him in costume. That's a penis. Oh. Guar is truly one of a kind. It may not be the most talented band out there, but they were definitely one of the most memorable. Well, anyway, moment of silence. Sadly, Guar is never going to be the same without him. All right, well. We got to get this show moving. It was another 12-hour day at work, but that's okay. Better to work than not work at all and be broke. So I'll take that. And hello, everyone. It is Monday, March 24th in the year of our Lord 2014. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always. Wicked awesome. Hey, it may be Blues Monday, but by golly, it's only 4 more days till Boogity Friday. You know, beer is good for you. You hot diggity, goddamn right it is. And today's unofficial sponsor of the show is our good friend Sarah Milligan's incredible business, Let's Go Wickless and Flameless. Absolutely. Let's Go Wickless and Flameless. Hey, Wickless Flameless candles? Sounds kind of cool. I know, my wife's got some. Good stuff right there. And the house will smell absolutely fantabulous. Let's Go Wickless and Flameless. If you're interested, get some. They're on our Beer and Song of the Day Facebook page. Beer is good for you, yeah. Alright, well, I'm parched. And if I'm going to drink a beer like I'm about to unleash it, deserves one of these. A goblet. Because today's beer of the day is from Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma. Yet, a beer like that? Oh yeah, Rio Ale Brewing Company out of Blanco, Texas. Devil's Backbone. 8.1% of absolute beastness. Most Belgian triples are around 9%, but this one pretty close. Belgian style triple. Proper beer holding apparatus, proper technique. Here we go. Oh, and a good pop too. 45-degree angle right in the beer consumption apparatus, right over the keyboard because I'm that damn good. Haven't spelled drop yet. Never have, never will. It's been a long time since I've had one of these. We'll see how it is. Cheers to beer to all of you pros, they say in Germany, goodbye as they say in Japan. Big A on this here beer. Wow. Very much like a true authentic Belgian triple, which is exactly why ratebeer.com and beeradvocates.com gave this here beer very high ratings, as does yours truly, Reverend Dr. B, the Love Doctor. Alright, well, so we got ourselves a kick-ass beer. Let's have a kick-ass show, shall we? Birthday shout-outs right off the bat. My man Chris Goin, the pride of Illinois, a wicked hardcore Chicago Cubs fan, and an awesome friend, great guy, great leader of men, women, and its that I worked with in jolly old England. That's right. And he's living in Arizona. Him and his wonderful, gorgeous, wicked, awesome better half, Tana, a total sweetheart of a lady, and their 3 wonderful kids, Ian, Cameron, and Jaylene. And boy, oh boy, do we miss the Goin family. Delilah, Fair, and I absolutely love you. And Chris, You're a badass crew, dog. And a great friend, a great man, and a hell of a Texas Hold'em player, too. Boy, do I miss playing that as well. Well, Chris, happy birthday to you, brother. And hope you have a wicked awesome day. We miss you. And by golly, celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. And Tana, I know you're going to spoil that, man. I know you probably are right now because you're just awesome like that. Wicked awesome. That's Delilah playing her clarinet. Good girl. All right. Next on the list. My man, Doug. I put the ass in Castle. Doug Castle. The pride of Pennsylvania. A badass, bubble-chasing legend of a man who I know from jolly old England. Nowadays, he flies on airplanes for a living. If that ain't wicked awesome, I don't know what is. Doug, my man, what is up? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Great hearing from you today. And happy birthday to you. And I want to say, as always, anytime he went on a field trip, whenever he went somewhere, he always hooked me up, bringing back beer for me. If he was able to do it, he hooked me up with beer, and I always paid him accordingly. Excuse me. Doug, if you ever roll through down here in Yeehaw, Texas, give me a heads up, okay? You bring some beer. Hell, we need to have you as a guest co-host on the show is what we need to do. We need to drink some beers together. Brother, I miss you. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Next on the list, another great bubble-chasing legend of a man. This guy I know from exotic Japan, and he's the pride of South Dakota. And he's living in Oklahoma, otherwise known as Northern Texas. My man, Mark Lampy. Mark, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well, and happy birthday to you. You and your wonderful, gorgeous, wicked, awesome better half, Joanne, a real sweetheart of a lady, originally from Michigan. Know her from Japan as well. The two of you, it's absolutely amazing couple. And Joanne, I know you're spoiling your man Mark right now on his birthday. Why? Because you're just awesome like that. Wicked awesome. Méchant Gentil. French for wicked awesome. Well, Joanne, hope you're doing well. Mike, happy birthday. Hope you're doing well. I'm sure you are. You always look like you are. And the two of you, happy birthday and cheers and beers. And hope you enjoy the show. Next on the list, my good friend Conny. Conny Bratke, the pride of Germany, and a Mafia-ette. Yes, she plays the Mafia Wars, and so do I. And Conny, happy birthday to you. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope your birthday's been phenomenal. Hey, celebrate it with a Franziskaner Hefeweizen Dunkel. I love that stuff. I miss it. I can't get it down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Western Louisiana. I can get some Franziskaner. I can get the regular Hefeweizen, but not the Dunkel. That's the one I love. That's the one I miss. Oh, my goodness. Well, Connie, hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Next on the list, another Mafia-ette, Mary Gallagher. Mary, how are you? How you doing? Hope you're doing well, and happy born day to you. And Mary, haven't heard from you in a bit. Love to hear from you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. And by golly, celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and beers to you. Gotta get the show moving. I got spicy sausage jambalaya that is ready to be eaten. I gotta get the show moving. I'm hungry. All right. Couple good friends of mine from back home, both fine outstanding graduates of Martha's Vineyard Beach High School class of 1991. The best damn graduating class in the history of mankind, womankind, and kind. My good friends, Brant Van David and Matt Betancourt. These guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I haven't heard from them in forever because they're not on the old Facebook. If they are, they don't have me as a friend. I'd love to hear from them. Brant, Matt, hope you guys are doing well. And friends out there on the vineyard, let me know how they're doing. Tell them hello from me. Let them know yours truly still has not forgotten their birthdays. As they told me in freshman year 1987-88, I've never forgotten since that day. Well, Matt, Brant, happy birthday to the two of yous. The pride of Edgartown, Massachusetts. And hope you enjoy the show. One for the other. And yes, they were born the same exact month, day, and year as well. Alright, well, we had ourselves, I gotta give a special shout out to my good guy I just talked to last night. He goes by the handle of Classified U.S. Marine, Vineyard Haven, Massachusetts. I don't know who he is, but if he is indeed a United States Marine, the Love Doctor loves that. I support all the military out there because without them, I wouldn't have the freedom to be able to do this here show. And oh, by the way, my father's a former Force Recon Marine Vietnam vet. So hey, 7 for 5, brother. And hey, Love Doctor, salute to you. Absence Smurf from freaking Lily. And you know, it's good advice. You know, you mentioned great show. You absolutely loved it. Said the music was background music was a little too loud. I'm going to tell you why I do that, though. Because beer and song of the day, the most important parts of it, well, of course, the most important parts of fans, but it all started with having a beer and a song. It's evolved to a bit more than that, you know, Babe and Hunk of the Day. Well, we always did the shout-outs, a few shout-outs. Do a lot more shout-outs now. Celebrity birthdays, random trivia question, this day in history. So, yeah, we've evolved. But I love the music. It's all about the music and the beer. And that's why I bring it so loud. I want everybody to hear that music. I'd rather them focus on the music than on me when the music's playing. But that's okay. It's all good. Besides, I never shut up anyway. But I want to say thank you for your support. You support like a double D bra underwire. That's support. All right. Now, we had a couple trivia. Well, we had a trivia question, and this one was quite interesting. And randomtriviagenerator.com gave an answer, and then I had to verificate, as opposed to defecate, the answer. And I realized that there was more than one answer based on multiple websites. So, the question is, what color is a polar bear during the summer months? Well, according to the websites, according to randomtriviagenerator.com, it said white. And my good friend Scott Montz said it's still white. So, you know, wicked awesome job there, brother. Because I saw a bunch of other websites that said it's still white. So I'm going to give you a Love Doctor salute for that. Here, yeah, Scott Montz, the pride of Ohio. And a wicked hardcore Cleveland Indians fan and Browns fan. And a damn good song pop player, too, I might add. And then my good friend Kristina Pope. The better half of my good friend Chuck Pope Jr., who had a birthday yesterday. And she got a shout out as well. Now, Kristina Pope, she answered first almost immediately, and she said yellow. And I'm like, So that's when I started looking up answers. And I realized a lot of it said it would be yellow or yellowish tint or... So yeah, kind of a pale yellow, a straw yellow. Kristina, wicked awesome job. You nailed it. Boom! Dr. Salute to you. Oh, hell yeah. Way to go, Kristina. And cheers and beers to you. Scott, cheers and beers to you. So yeah, guess that trivia question had 2 answers. It's the way it is. Just the way it is. Alright. Well, I want to give a shout out to my sister, Crystal. Why? Because 1, she's absolutely awesome. Wicked awesome. 2, oh, Crystal, trust me, I'll never do drugs. That would be dumber than the second coat of paint, to quote the late, great George Carlin. And besides, we've lost a lot of friends to drugs, haven't we, over the years? Yes, we have. And Crystal, I love you. My little baby sister. Living in Colorado, where there's a lot of damn good microbrews, Crystal. You need to check them out. You and your wonderful lesser half, Josh. Hell of a first name right there. Hinson. That's right. And, anyway, so yeah. That guy on there, Jeremy Luth. Trying to advocate drugs. Hey, to each their own, but we'll see who's alive in another 30 years. Because I'm not going to be a burnout. Drugs are just plain stupid. They really are. Illegal drugs, you know? LSD, really? Come on. Ugh. Just dumb. Alright, so there you go. Let's get to some celebrity birthdays. Hunk of the day right now for you ladies and you men that love the men. I'm bringing out, because it is Mustache Madness Month, you gotta bring out a badass mofo for Blues Monday. And who better to bring out than the original Shaft? That's right, Richard Roundtree. There you go. 1971, Shaft. A badass mamma jamma. A legend of a man indeed, Richard Roundtree. Oh, yeah. This dude wasn't playing. Richard Roundtree, legend all the way. Still going strong today. Let's bring out them celebrity birthdays, shall we? We got a legendary quarterback that's 38 years old today. And our male admin, Big McLeod Huge, has a heart on for him. That's right, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is 38 and doing great. And he's done a hell of a job with the Broncos. I don't know what happened in the Super Bowl, but what are you going to do? They beat my Patriots. Harry Houdini, legendary magician, born this day in 1875, passed away in 1926. The Undertaker, Mark Calloway. Oh, Michelle Loomis, my dear, my fellow wrestling friend. Michelle, I know you've loved Undertaker for many, 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 many years. We used to watch wrestling together, and you would get so excited. You did. Mean Mark Calloway. Yep, that's right. The Underwear Taker, as I always like to call him. He is 52 years old today. How about Allison Hannigan? Now, I don't normally do redheads, but that is a woman, if I was single, of course, that I would not kick out of bed for eating crackers. Allison Hannigan, so cute, so sweet, and 40 years old today. How about that? Loved her in American Pie. Jim Parsons. Oh, phenomenal actor. Oh, God, what's the show? I'm drawing a blank. The show that everybody loves so much. Shit. Oh, I drew a blank. Whoever tells me what the show is. Oh, Big Bang Theory. Duh. Jim Parsons, 41 years old today. Very funny and very flaming, but that's okay. To each their own. Jim Parsons, if he's watching, he probably loves Richard Roundtree. Yes, that was Richard Roundtree without a mustache. Richard Roundtree nowadays looking pretty doggone good still, you know? Not bad. That's why he's the hunk of the day on Beer and Song of the Day. Oh, yeah. Damn right. Hey, Jack Swagger, wrestling. Speaking of wrestling, Jack Swagger, 32 years old today. He's a beast. Chris Bosh, Miami Heat. 30 years old today. A legend of a man was born this day, March 24th in the year of our Lord, 1930. Passed away much too young at the age of 50 in 1980. The one, the only, badass Steve McQueen, one of my all-time favorite actors ever. You remember him, Lieutenant Frank Bullitt in that classic 1968 movie Bullitt, with the greatest auto chase in film history, and I still think it's the best. Ronin is pretty damn close, though. But yeah, you take 1968 and look what they did. Oh my God. Steve McQueen, he did his own driving too. 68 Mustang Fastback versus a 68 Dodge Charger through the streets of San Francisco with speeds up to 115 miles per hour. Unfreaking believable. Louis Anderson, comedian, legend, badass. Not too attractive, but hey, hell of a comedian nonetheless. 61 years old today. How about Tommy Hilfiger? Oh yeah, famous designer, 63 years old today. Kelly LeBrock. Oh yeah. She's 54 years old today, and I've been drooling over her for many, many years. Sharon Corr of the Corrs, Irish family band, phenomenal family band. Sharon Corr, 44 years old today. Norman Fell, you remember him. Roper and Tripper and all that. Yeah, the Roper. Norman Fell, born this day, 1924. He would be 90 today, but he passed away in 1998. Boy, did we miss him. Joseph Barbera. Hanna-Barbera, of course. Legendary cartoonist. Huge in the 60s mostly, but Joseph Barbera, born in this day in 1911 and passed away at the age of 95 in 2006. Bill Hanna lived to be 90 years old. Those two guys lived a long time and produced so many great cartoons. Robert Carradine. Oh, yeah. Revenge of the Nerds. Nerds? Yeah, that guy, Robert Carradine. He's 60 years old today. God, I feel old. Laura Flynn Boyle. Actress. Not very attractive in my opinion. I don't see why people think she's so hot, because she's not hot to me. Um, unless you like pale chicks. Laura Flynn Boyle, 44 years old today. Fatty Arbuckle, legendary actor back in the day. Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle, born on this day in 1887, passed away in 1933, only 46 years old. R. Lee Ermey, Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, United States Marine Corps, legend, Full Metal Jacket. Oh yeah, R. Lee Ermey, that guy is incredible, and whew, I can't say enough. And he is hilarious. He is 70 years old today, still going strong. Abso-smurf-freaking-lutely love it. All right, you want some love? We're going to bring out a hottie. We're going to bring out some great music. And we're going to slam some more beer. Because those are your birthdays for March 24th in the year of our Lord, 2014. All right, this song is going to take us back to 1996. Old school style song by one of my favorite modern bluesmen, the late great R.L. Burnside, born in 1926, passed away in 2004. This guy got he didn't really get noticed until he was already in his 50s, okay? This guy was performing in juke joints for so many years, and this guy is awesome. Wicked awesome. Goin Down South, R.L. Burnside, 1995, 96, I believe it is, from his album, Ass Pocket of Whiskey. Not an ass pocket, he called it a ass pocket of whiskey. Oh yeah, he's got some, this guy's a bad mamma jamma. And Ivory Kalber, Kalber. Let's drool over her for a moment, shall we? Your babe of the day on Beer and Song of the Day. She's a quote-unquote plus-size model. What does that mean? That means she's beautiful. She's just not as small as your typical hottie. I think she's freaking gorgeous. I think we need some more volume. Listen to the song and drool. How's that sound?
That's what I told him.
Lose Monday, gotta do it right, yo. Damn. Turbo 2. Love it. One more curves. I love Dr. Digging it. Besides, I'm not a dog. I don't eat bones. Ivory May Kalber. Kalber. Wow. Squeeze me. Yeah, baby. That's her in the middle. I'd take any of the three, if I was single, of course. Even that big blonde on there. And she's got to be pushing close to 3 bills. More than 100 pounds of it's probably jugs. I mean, look at them things. Big mamma jammas. Biggins. Al Bundy would be proud. Those who know what I'm talking about. She's got a reflective belt. She's safe. Oh my God. shaven, not stirred.
Look out, John.
Oh, cleavage! French for cleavage. Good God. Nice assets, too. That's all we wrote for her, folks. Dang. Let's start rolling those this day in history. On this day in 1997, Australian Parliament overturns the world's first and only euthanasia law. Bummer. You can't have yourself killed. Oh well. 25 years ago today, a big event happened that we will never forget. The worst U.S. oil spill. Exxon Valdez spills 11.3 million gallons of oil off the coast of Alaska. I'll never forget that one. On this day in 1980, ABC's nightly Iran hostage crisis program is renamed Nightline. Of course, Ted Koppel is the host. How about that? On this day in 1966, Selective Service announces college deferments based on performance. What kind of performance, I wonder? Yep, and a lot of people started going to college, and I think that trend, because of draft dodgers to go to college and all that, did I say that? Yeah, whatever. Everybody goes to college nowadays pretty much. Hey, 50 years ago today, big milestone birthday here. The Kennedy $50 is issued. 50 years later, they're still issuing them. Awesome. On this day in 1962, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards perform as Little Boy Blue. Hey, because they needed the money. And the Blue Boys. The Blue Boys. Blue balls, Blue Boys. Yeah, I get it. On this day in 1958, Elvis Presley joins the Army. Serial number 5331-0761. On this day in 1932, first U.S. radio broadcast from a moving train. Bell Baker. No relation that I'm aware of. WABC. And that was in Maryland. On this day in 1930, first religious services telecast. Telecast. You hear that? Telecast in the United States. Of course, W2XBS TV, New York City. I think W2XBS was like the one TV station for so many years. Also on this day in 1930, the name Pluto is assigned to the planet that was discovered by Clyde Tombaugh. That they no longer consider a planet anymore. Whatever. I call it a planet. Okay? That's my opinion. On this day in 1925, KSL AM Radio, Salt Lake, Utah, begins broadcasting. On this day in 1922, Grand National at Aintree sees only 3 horses out of 32 starters finish. 29 out of 32 horses did not finish a race. That's grueling race, I guess. Or some really out-of-shape horses. No horsepower there. On this day in 1920, first U.S. Coast Guard air station established. Where at? Morehead City, North Carolina. Air station. Wow. On this day in 1906, census of the British Empire shows that England rules 1/5 of the world. Ain't so much nowadays, huh, there, my British friends. On this day in 1898, the first automobile sold, not made, but sold. On this day in 1883, first ever telephone call between New York and Chicago. On this day in 1882, big one right here. German scientist Robert Koch discovers bacillus. Basically the cause of tuberculosis. Wow, big one. Like I said, on this day in 1868, Metropolitan Life Insurance Company forms. On this day in 1855, Manhattan, Kansas is founded, at the time known as New Boston, Kansas. Glad they came up with their own name. Too bad it's a New York name. Maybe you should call it something else, huh? On its day in 1837, Canada gives black people the right to vote. Awesome. Hell, we still had slavery going on in the United States. That's pretty embarrassing. Way to go, Canada. You know what I'm saying, eh? That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Canada indeed. Oh, by the way, Canada didn't even become a country until 30 years later, but that's okay, though. Love Canada. Great country. On this day in 1832, Mormon Joseph Smith, yeah, that guy, was beaten, tarred, and feathered. I didn't know he was a chicken. In Ohio. Oh, maybe beaten with feathers? I don't know. Weird. On this day in 1765, I learned about this growing up in elementary school. Great Britain enacts the Quartering Act. No, they didn't cut people into quarters. That required colonists to provide temporary housing to British soldiers. Wow. On this day in 1664, Roger Williams, yep, Mr. Rhode Island himself, is granted a charter to colonize Rhode Island. Hell, he discovered it in 1636. Well, it was probably discovered many, many, many years before that by Native Americans. But, you know, history books don't tell us that, unfortunately. And finally, I'll say 1629, first game law passed in the American colonies by Virginia. Game law, basically. No, not to play games. I'm thinking hunting. I'll drink to that. To Bambi jerky. Venison jerky. Awesome stuff. But I'm about to go eat some pig. Some spicy sausage jambalaya. Hell yeah, I'd have. Louisiana style, baby. Better than a southern Arkansas, you know. So I'm going to slam the rest of this here beer. And I know my sister Crystal will agree with me. Empty as the brain cells of an average Yankee fan. Yup. Folks, you know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Folks, time to make a fetus a head out so everybody take care of a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't think you drive might spill your drink, or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking or driving is dumber than being a Yanks fan, and what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. Oh, I'm here, Tom Brady. Yeah, right, you dumb freaking idiot. You are better than Mike Sanchez, though. Banning or men stopping women or animal abuse or racism or people to welch on bets or fake friends or anybody that supports, defends, or is a member of the Westboro Baptist Church. Things like that are just plain stupid. And definitely deserve a big, fat GFY. Folks, I'll see you all tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Yeah, I know, my ears were crooked. Hey, they were as crooked as a politician, you know? What are you going to do?